To build a fire, the Yukon one dawn. The world is silent except for the faint creak of frozen trees. The sun has not risen, a gray pall hangs over the endless whiteness. The cold is absolute, sharp, metallic, and merciless. The river trail, buried under several feet of snow, runs straight as a pale scar through the dark forest. A man trudges along this trail. He is roughly 35, with a coarse beard frosted white from his breath. His face is lean and chapped, the skin cracked at the corners of his mouth. His eyes are pale gray and alert but not fearful. He wears heavy moccasins lined with fur, a parka of wolfskin cinched at the waist, and mittens too stiff to bend easily. His trousers are tucked into layers of worn wool socks. Across his chest hangs a roll of sandwiches wrapped in burlap. In his pocket, sulfur matches and tobacco. Beside him trots a wolf-like dog, a large husky with a thick gray and white coat. Its tail curls over its back and frost clings to the fur around its muzzle. Its amber eyes flick constantly toward the man and the trail ahead, wary, silent, instinctive. The dog feels the deadly cold more deeply than the man does. Its instincts whisper a warning. No creature should be abroad in weather like this. But the man does not listen. Not to the old-timer from Sulphur Creek who warned him never to travel alone below 50 degrees. Not to the ache in his fingers or the stinging air. He laughs inwardly at superstition. He's confident, perhaps too confident. It is 75 below zero, but he carries no thermometer, only his resolve. The trail stretches endlessly ahead. Frost smoke drifts from the man's mouth and nose, hanging in the air before freezing solid and falling as powder. His spit crackles in midair before it touches the ground, a sign of impossible cold. The dog stops occasionally, lifts its paw, whines softly. Ice has gathered between its toes. The man urges it on with a curt, muffled voice. The sound seems to vanish into the vast silence of the Yukon. After several hours, he reaches a bend in the frozen river. The man knows there are hidden springs under the snow, places where the ice is thin, the water still running below. He steps cautiously, but his foot suddenly breaks through. In an instant, his boot and leg are soaked to the knee. Cursing softly, he retreats to the bank. He knows what to do. He must build a fire. He chooses a spot under a spruce tree, stamping his feet to keep the blood moving. His beard is crusted with icicles. His fingers ache with stiffness. Still he kneels and begins gathering twigs, dry moss and birch bark, tiny sticks snapped from low branches. His hands tremble as he strikes a match. The flame catches, wavers, then grows. A fragile miracle in the cold. He feeds it carefully, building a small, steady blaze. Steam rises from his leg as he pulls off the wet moccasin and spreads his socks near the fire. The warmth bites at his skin. A painful, exquisite relief. But above him, the spruce tree trembles. The heat has melted the snow packed on its branches, and with a sudden muffled whump, a load of snow cascades down. It buries the fire completely. In 1 second, his lifeline is gone. The man stares blankly. The small smoke curls fade, leaving only the cruel cold. His fingers are numb now, useless stubs. He tries to rebuild the fire, but when he fumbles for the matches, they slip from his grasp. He removes a mitten with his teeth, exposing raw, freezing flesh. He lights another match, then another, his hands trembling uncontrollably. The sulfur burns his skin, but he feels nothing. The matches drop into the snow. The fire sputters, dies. He tries to gather more twigs, but the stiffness in his hands is absolute. Panic creeps in and a raw, physical fear. He looks at the dog, its yellow eyes steady, its breath curling in the frozen air. A desperate thought rises in him. If he could kill the dog, thrust his hands into its body, the warmth might save him. He calls the dog softly. It hesitates, sensing something wrong. The man's voice no longer firm but broken. The man lunges, but his limbs are clumsy, slow. The dog leaps back, teeth bared, wary and confused. It sits down a few feet away, out of reach, watching him. The man slumps back into the snow, gasping. His body feels strangely warm now, as if the cold has passed. His vision blurs, the edges of the world soften. He begins to imagine his friends waiting for him at the camp. The fire there, the laughter, the smell of bacon. He tries to stand but collapses. A calm resignation settles over him. He sits upright, his back against a tree, and lets his eyes close.
Hey everyone! Lit Phoenix Fox here! Let's make our voice heard. Light up the like button, join our flock by subscribing, share the story to spread the spark and help me grow like you. Tell me in the comments what you thought was lit about this adventure.
Thank you.